Okay. Okay, kind of a simple one today, as we have been doing this whole week. This has been pretty simple. Alright. Overpaint a little bit. How do we break this down? Let's see. Maybe this should be a middle layer, this green stuff here, and then behind it can be a layer of this orange. And white. Whoa. The sound is working now. That's good. Let's see. Today I was working on the site a little bit and trying to get some little things I wanted working, and they were sort of impossible to do using Google Sites, which is the service that I have HEAVYPAINT.app built on. So, and I've been researching different like website builders for the past couple days, and it's hard to find any really attractive ones. Sometimes they're WordPress, and I have Squarespace. I don't really like it too much. And then there's a few others, but they're always like paid with the subscription thing, and I'm trying to just see if maybe I can figure out how to just make one. Or just make a website with regular HTML and CSS. So that's what I've been trying to figure out today. And I was trying to do it with Visual Studio Code, which is actually pretty nice because it has some tutorial things built in that are super helpful. So I'm already feeling pretty good about the site. I'm going to show you guys later on during this stream. But I wonder if there's any web developer people in here maybe that know some good tools. I'll check back in a bit. Hey Alex, that's exciting. I hope you like it. What school are you at? Excuse me. I need to get a better camera angle. Waterloo, okay. Cool. You do a lot of React. I keep hearing React. I don't even know what React is, but it seems like everybody's using it for websites. Studying comp sci, cool. Does React like plug into CSS and HTML and all that, or JavaScript? Yeah, I'm actually more excited to show you guys the website stuff today than even painting. I just want to sort of get this painting in the bag and then do a little show and tell. So click down. Let's make this really simple, just like the last couple ones have been. Like that. This color is not right, but I'm just gonna use this as a mask here, this shape. Yup. So how does React work? Does it what exactly does it do? Sorry, I'm very newbie with, especially with web stuff. I'm like literally just learning about it today for the first time. This is the first time I've actually sat down and tried to learn. Actually, no, it's not the first time. I've tried before in high school and stuff and like kind of failed. But I feel like I'm getting a lot farther today. For some reason. It's basically just JavaScript and HTML. So is it like a combo tool that combines those two and makes it more streamlined versus HTML and JavaScript like separated into two different documents kind of thing? That is something that's kind of awkward about web stuff so far, is like everything you do has to be separated into these three sections. There's the CSS section, which is all about styling or like sort of the visual look of the site, and then there's the HTML section, which is sort of the layout, I guess. You can say like, I want a header here, I want a subheader here, I want a title here, I want, you know, text over here, image over there, blah blah blah. And then the JavaScript part, which is the third section, is like all the scripts or all the actions that you can do when you click on buttons or when you go to a menu or something like that. All the code that controls like how things interact or how they, yeah, I guess how they behave is on JavaScript. So I guess it makes sense to have it all separated like that, because then you can sort of organize it that way. But it is a little weird, because like how HEAVYPAINT works is everything is sort of like all together and it's all one spot and you don't have to split things too much. There are some things that are kind of global and like everybody shares the same stuff, but it's not like required to do everything that way. but maybe it's nice. Maybe it's good. I'm already seeing how the CSS stuff is really nice, because it makes it so you can basically change the style in the CSS file and it will update throughout your entire site, because everybody's like using the same rules for the style. So it's pretty cool that way. It's really fun to learn about this stuff and try to, because each different thing, like this web stuff, I'm already seeing things where I'm like, oh man, it would be nice if Godot, which is the engine I'm using for HEAVYPAINT, like there's some nice things in this web stuff that Godot could use, maybe, or maybe just like a way of thinking that I could try to organize things in a way that's similar in Godot, and maybe benefit from it, like if I had things all sharing a lot more, so that I can update from one spot and it updates everybody. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so we got this, and then we have a road going over here. Maybe we can use fill poly on this one, just because it's a straight line. So I'm just going to click on the different points that I need. I like this weird color scheme though. It looks all super fake, but kind of fun. I think I'm going to leave it like this, or try to carry some of the weirdness into the rest of the painting, maybe. Yeah, all these front-end frameworks are attempts at unifying the styling structure and logic. Oh, interesting. Weird. What's the reason for wanting to unify all that? Because I can see like benefits to having it separate compared to Godot, which is all like sort of all thrown together. Vladimir, hey, how do you control saturation? The way you control saturation is like this. You see how, here, I'll go to the middle here. So you see how when these three are exactly at the same spot, it's completely gray. And if I change this to make it like really far apart, then it becomes orange or very saturated. So the basic rule is, if the closer you are towards the center, or for all three of them being closer together, the closer you are to no saturation. So if I'm all three are over here, that's pretty gray. I'm doing a horrible job of explaining it cleanly, but yeah, the here, let me move this so we can see. These three, how close together they are is how saturated the color is. So this is very desaturated because they're close together. This is more saturated because they're farther apart. This is desaturated. This is more saturated. Okay? Okay. So, what else do we need here? Okay, even though this looks dark, it's really not. It's more like a medium blue, that shadow. Kind of reddish too. I don't want to get too busy with these little marks, but this is cool. Save it. Yeah, this is from a trip we took, I think in 2014 or so, was it? No. Maybe it was 2016, sorry. I don't know, it was a while ago. It was really amazing. Such a alien planet looking place. trying to get the strokes to follow the path of the side of the mountain too. I think that'll be nice. I should probably do the same thing on the ground instead of having the texture going up and down like that. I'm gonna try to make it follow somehow. Okay, this thing is almost done, I think. I'm just so excited to show my crappy little website. This painting is going really fast. There's not much to it, actually. But I don't know, sometimes these kind of paintings that don't really have much going on, somehow they become my favorite ones. What? Oops. There's less that can go wrong in a painting like this. Alright, I'm going to try to soften up the edge a little bit with honestly, maybe I should use a softer kind of brush. Yeah, I like this painting. It's not so stressful. It's nice and easy. It's not trying to like give me carpal tunnel. It's not making my palms all sweaty. It's very chill. Oh man, the brightness is way down. Oops. Oh wait, but now you guys can't see it on the camera. Ah, whatever, it doesn't matter. Three thumbnails of the same thing. Whoever asked for that? Nobody. But that's what we got on this channel, guys. We have riveting content at all times. Oh my god. This camera position is shit. Sorry. I really need to work on this setup. I'm still kind of testing out the iPad setup. Haven't figured it out yet. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh shit. Okay. This bottle thing is not working. Yeah. This is the worst. Hold on. It's the worst thing I could possibly use as a tripod. It's that stupid bottle. And you still can't see anything. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with that because it's pointless. But this gives a chance to look at the thumbnails at least. So the colors are really pretty different, but I'm okay with that. Maybe I'll try to get this side the right side of the mountain to be a tiny bit darker, so it looks like it's fading. Maybe like that, or even bigger. Because there is sort of like a really slight gradient thing going on. Like that, maybe. I should probably use some masking stuff over here, because these parts get a little crazy. But I still want to try to keep like some sort of design going, like a graphic look. So I'm still trying to get rid of some shapes and simplify stuff a little bit. Throw away some of it. Maybe these like sawtooth patterns are a little too repetitive, like if everything is a sawtooth. So, I don't know. A straight line even can be nice to just be something other than sawtooth. Or maybe changing the size of the teeth a little bit, so it's not so boring. Kind of like these little tiny teeth in the middle too. I think, yeah, maybe one way of making this, getting a lot of juice out of this without too much work, is just going really insane with the scale of it, and you maybe even more like, oh god, it's the difference between the big shapes and the little shapes is ridiculous, right? And that way it looks really dramatic. Does that even look good? Maybe not. Crap. I think these should follow the shape a little bit more. I don't know. Never mind. Undo. Maybe I'll just keep it to this little area here with all the teeth, the tiny teeth. Okay, we're gonna be, I'm going for this like desaturated gray area on top of the green. So to desaturate, we're just gonna get these 3 bars and move them a little closer together. Not all the way, but just a bit closer to each other. And then this, so this right there, actually it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm proud of that. That's a good color. So let's use it. See how this looks. Again, a little bit simpler version than what's already than what's actually there. Slightly cartoony because we don't have all day. And then now, okay, this shape I put down, I think it's sort of ugly, so I'm gonna start to refine it a little bit by maybe erasing into it, or adding, erasing and adding, just like chopping at it. Until it's kind of like a nice graphical shape again. And then also the color of this whole area changes a lot, so let's turn on the mask for this thing, and then we can go in with some, it looks like in the middle, same as with the green part underneath, it's brighter in the middle and then it fades out and gets darker at the end. So for me, I feel like the middle of this gray thing is lighter. So I'm just going to move them all 3 of them up. Maybe more. Maybe a different texture. I think this texture is too noisy for me. Right here. It's a little too crazy. So I'll go for something a little bit more calm. Okay. Is this done already? I really think this might be done. This is like the fastest one so far. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not done. We need the little road marker things. And some grass maybe? Let's save this. I feel like this is about the time when it would want to crash, when there's a bunch of layers out. This is still sort of testing mode, right? And I'm just erasing away the grass. I don't know if that's necessary. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Okay, back to the road. I think when this road is done, I'll be happy with it. Or with the painting in general. Or, okay, I'm gonna make another layer for the road for these center strips. Because the road actually has a lot of different colors in it, guys. It's not just gray. Road is one of my favorite things to paint, actually. There's a ton of colors in there. It's usually kind of bluish because it's got some sky reflecting into it. It's usually kind of greenish, but I don't know if this one's that green. Did I ruin the charm right there? Because it was pretty cool when it was just purple. I'm going to try to keep some of the purple going. Okay. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe this one's almost done already. How long has it been? 41 minutes. Oh, okay, I guess yesterday was sort of... I think yesterday was 45. Alright, I'm going to show the website after this. My new shitty site, so you guys can judge how shitty it is. But the one thing it does have going for it is it's extremely minimal. Like, there's nothing going on, which I think is really cool so far. Even though I haven't worked on it too much, it's cool that it sort of looks like HEAVYPAINT. There's like nothing there. So I think it kind of fits. And I got a new like little slogan there that I think is sort of interesting. Oh, this little line is really nice, actually. That super bright strip at the bottom helps it a lot. Okay, that's it. Oh wait, no, that's not it. We're gonna show the website, and I'm gonna draw this little strip for the street. Gotta have that. And it's not just white, it's kind of like bluish, purplish, I guess. So even though it's just a little tiny strip, I'm still gonna treat it just the same as everything else. I'm not gonna like be more or less lazy with it. Okay. Kind of want to get the perspective on the ends, because that kind of shit actually matters for the foreground. Okay. Save it. Alright, let me show the website here. Is layers on iPad now? No. I'm testing right now. This is test version here. Did we go to Blue Lagoon? We didn't go to Blue Lagoon. Famous church? I don't think we did. We went. Oh wait, yeah, we did go there. The crazy church that looks like a superhero Thor church with all the geometric shapes. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. And then there was an old abandoned passenger airplane, like way out. You had to walk for like 2 hours to get there. Literally 2 hours of just walking down this endless pathway where you couldn't see anything at the end of it. It was just like endless road. And then this plane pops up out of nowhere and you could stand on it. There was so many really cool stuff. I think Iceland was my favorite trip ever. So beautiful. Okay, let me get the site up. There it is. Ta-da! Beautiful, isn't it? So, this was what I did today. I know it looks pretty lame, but hey, at least it's responsive, and it's just very simple. I'm gonna turn off this stuff here. So I'm gonna show you a little of the code too of how this works. So there, we just took away some of those little lines. These are our buttons here. That lets you download HEAVYPAINT. So when we click on one of these, it'll just go to our server and give you the file. You can save it like that. And then I also have these other buttons that I'm still not sure if I'm going to include these like this way because it's a little bit cumbersome. These are for iOS and Android over here. But to me, this looks a little bit crazy to have 5 buttons there. It's a bit crowded. But this one will take you to these. These are kind of pointless because you would just normally just search HEAVYPAINT in the App Store to get these, but whatever. So I don't know if it's even worth it to have this on the actual website because nobody's going on the website and then gonna get it on that way, right? Like you're just gonna go to the App Store and get it if you're going for the mobile version. And then I got this new slogan here, learn through limitation, because that's what everybody always says when they first use HEAVYPAINT. They're like, oh, there's no tools, it's great, I don't have to think about anything, there's just 5 tools, and I love it. So that's the new thing, learn through limitation. I'm going to try that out for a while and see how it goes. But I think it makes sense, and I think it's also like true. There's not that much functions compared to a lot of the bigger programs, the more mature programs out there. So why not try to highlight that, I guess, as a feature, not a bug, right? And I like how simple this is because there's nothing going on here on this page yet, and I kind of cherish that. Just like the first versions of HEAVYPAINT, they have nothing on them, and that's kind of what makes them great. So if we compare that to the old site, or the current site, I guess, which is the second version of the site, but this is the current version, and it's a little bit cluttered. This is using Google Sites, and I mean it is kind of fancy. Like it has these animations and stuff, and like these big full bleed pictures, but I still think it's kind of clunky looking, and the padding and the formatting of the text is a little odd, and the way things are lined up has always bothered me a little bit, and you can't really customize it perfectly in Google Sites. So I think it's time. I think it's time for me to just learn how to do stuff properly with HTML and everything. And it's actually not that bad. Visual Studio actually has a built-in tutorial that I was just following today that's really easy, and like anybody could probably do this in a weekend, just fiddling around with Visual Studio. You only need 3 files, and you just put some stuff in them. You can copy paste from websites. Like we could say, okay, this background color of the button is not cool, let's change it to be oh shit, I should probably have saved that. But I mean, this purple's kind of cool too, right? How do you make comments? The one thing that's tripping me up is like commenting in programming basically means you're saving something for later and you don't want the program to actually look at this number. But commenting is different, seems to be different for CSS files, HTML files, and JS files, and it's all like confusing the shit out of me. But yeah, let's see how this looks. That's cool too. I like that. And then we could say go to, so this CSS file basically tells you what style everything is going to look like. So we could say H1, the header, instead of being align to the center. Let's make it not. So now it's on the left. We can get H3 also on the left. We can change the size here by just typing it in. Ginormous heavy paint. Get rid of this crap here. And I like how it it updates instantly too, which is something that's a little bit annoying when you're using a website builder. Sometimes it doesn't update exactly, and you have to like use a preview thing to update stuff. So it's kind of nice how instantaneous everything is. You can change the font weight. Be extra designery over here, right? I don't know, should it be super thin? Not sure. Well, the logo is pretty thick, so I might as well stay consistent. Yeah, I'm using live server. It's pretty cool. Oh shit, the whole screen is off to the side. Damn it. Sorry guys. My beautiful site has been compromised. And then app.js lets you make functions. And functions in programming is basically you're telling the button, when you click the button, this is what you do. So right now it says, when you click our button, we want to open a URL, and I'm just telling it to open the link to the HEAVYPAINT file, the exe. So when you click on it, it should open the link to the server with the file. So you can also do stuff like this, this is the whole reason I'm doing this, is because I couldn't figure out how to do a redirect after the download with Google Sites. So this is what I wanted, is basically after you download, it can redirect you to another page, like for example, the resources page with some examples of what you can do with HEAVYPAINT, or maybe it redirects you to Instagram with the hashtagger, or maybe it sends you to the FAQ. But anyway, so here, let's see if this works. So now it's going to download, and then after 1 second, it should redirect. No? Let me try again. Yeah, okay, after 1 second, it redirects. We could change this to another site, like let's go to Instagram and go to the hashtag HEAVYPAINT, and let's redirect to there and see how that looks, because that could be cool. If somebody downloads it, then they get to see what everybody else is doing on Instagram right away. I don't know. Or we could head to the FAQ, which is a little bit more boring, but I mean, it seems like a lot of people run into problems installing, which is another thing I need to work on, because HEAVYPAINT is not signed on Windows, so you get like this scary warning when you open it for the first time. So I need to fix that for sure. Okay, so let's see if this one works. Should redirect to Instagram now. Yes. Okay, cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where should it redirect to after it downloads? Or should it just not redirect at all? That's another option. Would probably be good too. Okay, so that's that. CSS. You can do stuff like, oh, I want the buttons to have a humongous rounded corner of 30 pixels. Boom, there we go. So this CSS stuff is really fun if you have a portfolio website, or you have a website and like I didn't realize how easy this is, like, and in some ways it's actually faster than using a website builder, because you know, if you're using a website builder and you want to make a bunch of buttons that do similar stuff but they're all slightly different, sometimes you gotta like make the same button over and over and over and change that one thing every single time. And then if you want to make a change to all the buttons later on, it's a huge pain in the ass because you have to go back in and like edit each one individually. Whereas with this, it's awesome because you just like change the setting here over one time and it changes for everybody. I'm really into this kind of stuff because it saves a lot of time. Change the margin. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know. This stuff is probably pretty boring for everyone, but I'm pretty excited about this today. You can say zero border. I don't know. Anyway, I want to make the website look nicer and make it look more like the program, I guess. So I'm trying to match the colors and everything and just make it feel more cohesive, I guess. Could redirect to installation instructions for respective operating system. Yeah, I think that would be nice, especially now because the installation is a little bit rocky right now. Also, if you just want to mess around with styling without touching the code, DevTools is a massive help. What is DevTools? I've never heard of that. You should try putting SVG icon within the button to the left of the font for the operating system. Oh yeah, that would be nice. So let's see if we can do that right now. Actually, that I've never tried to do that, but if we get the button and change the text, well, here, let me try to put the HP icon there just as a placeholder. See if that even works. Let me turn off my webcam for a second. Okay, so if we get the icon, which is this little block right here, and we jam it in here, will that work? I have no idea if this will work or not. Yes, it works. Okay, cool. So how do we get it to be on the left side? Maybe I gotta turn off the center class. Yes, okay, and then what else do we need? Align? Is it vertical align? Does anybody know how to align an image in HTML? DevTools is a browser tool. Generally, the shortcut is Control-Shift-I. Control-Shift-I. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. They were talking about this in the tutorial. I didn't get too much into it. But you can change the browser device settings to mimic a phone resolution. Oh, is it this thing? Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so it definitely looks shitty on a phone, but that's good to know. Thank you, Wrenchy. Oh, yeah, we're using Flexbox for the buttons, but how do you get this icon to line up? Let me see, maybe it's too big. 24 by 24. Save that. Let's see. Well, anyway, if you're doing CSS, you're probably gonna, if you're learning it, you're probably gonna do this a lot, where you say CSS image align. Align vertical. Let's see. Vertical align middle. And you just copy paste right over here. Does that work? Oh wait, I don't need the semicolon there. I don't think. And vertical line equals quotation marks, just like the ones around it. A lot of stuff when you're learning a new thing is like you gotta just look at how the other stuff around it looks and try to match it. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, okay, vertical line middle, text. Does that do anything? No. Align items center. Let's try that. Align dash items equals center, like this. No. Better off creating a class element. Oh, I did make a class element for the button. So in the CSS we have a this kind of a thing, right? Dot button. But then how do we oh, is it over here? Text align center? Let's see, align items center. Maybe this is what it needs. No, damn it. Make button flex. Yeah, I tried align item center right here. Flex. Do I go display flex? Use box sizing, border box. Let's see. Box sizing, border box. Damn it. Maybe the margin needs to be bigger. Nope. Padding needs to be bigger. Nope. Well, anyway, as you can see, it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to do some more tutorials on this. Justify content center. Is that on the button? All right, I'll try that. That sounds like that sounds about right. Justify content center. Ah, god damn it. You have display inline. Oh. There it is. Okay, that's working. But now it's shoved to the side. Damn it. CSS button with image center vertical. Oh, maybe it's the margin or padding. Whoa. Why isn't the horizontal alignment working? Oh my god, how do you get these stupid pop-up things to go away? So annoying. Ah, get out of the way. Let's see. Text align. Why is this happening now? Let's see, icon, button, CSS. Okay, VS Code, hover, so we'll why? Ah, thank you. Jeez. Super annoying. Okay, icon, button. Oh, these look good. Heading, background color. Is there a URL? I mean, it's just a 32 by 32 or 24 by 24. I'm not sure if this is online yet. Hold on, I can throw it up here real quick. Using CyberDuck to transfer stuff now. It's pretty awesome. It's another weird program I just learned about this like past couple weeks. Here it is. Info. We need to give everybody permission to read. Okay. Copy URL. I think this will work. There you go. Let me put this in the chat. for you. Okay, what the hell am I doing? It was so close. Is it because the text is too low? I feel like the text is low, not the icon is high. Let me look up CSS align items and what the options are. Flexbox align. Maybe this will be better. So you can vertical align within a flexbox. Okay. So this button is a flexbox, right? Because it has the display flex on it, I believe. Okay, so now it has flexbox turned on. And then when flexbox is on, we need these two settings, right? That's weird. Now they're aligned vertically, but they're like spaced out between. Oh, they're spaced between, right? So this needs to change to something center. That sounds right. Okay, yes, there it is. We got it. Thank you, Renchi. Okay, just have to use my brain a little bit to. Okay, so now we have we need some padding for the windows, or we could just put a couple space bars here. No, it doesn't like that, huh? Crap, so do we need padding on this? Justify content. Center. Space evenly? No, that's not it either. Add margin to the image. So how do we add? Oh, so I just gotta go back to this image over here and add padding. So that would be padding right equals 10px. Did that work? Didn't do anything. God damn it. I'm such a noob. Oh, it's margin right. Okay, sorry. What the hell is the difference between margin and padding? No, that's not working either. Padding. Create dot image margin in style sheet. Okay. I'm just listening to you guys because you're the experts. Let's see. So I'll put the margin over here for dot img. But this doesn't count as a dot img, right? Or does it? Does it automatically count as img? What the hell happened to my website? Okay, it doesn't seem like it does, so we have to explicitly tell this that it is to be treated as an IMG by saying class equals IMG, like that, right? Yes, that worked. Okay, nice. Okay, now my question is, why is the padding different on this button? I guess the image padding is affecting the overall padding, right? Yes, it is. Okay. So what if I say margin right instead? That's closer, but not perfect. I need to get all three of these at the same height, so that would be part of the Flexbox container, which is the container that holds these three buttons. We have to tell it the margin. Is that the margin? I don't think it's the margin. I'll leave that at auto. And then the height. Look at your fiddle. All right. That sounds dirty, but I'll try it. J Ron fiddle. Can't see your fiddle, man. Oh shit, did this freeze? Okay, but this is pretty close. I just need the Flexbox to contain everything a little bit better. Let me see. Flexbox options. Flexbox. So you guys can start to get an idea of my process for making HEAVYPAINT. It's basically doing this except for 2 years straight, and not knowing how to do anything and having to Google everything. So that's my life now. And I'm always surprised how there's always like a few programmers in the chat that know everything. It's amazing. Display flex content space between. Stretches the flex items to fill the container. Okay. Okay. Baseline. Horizontally aligns, vertically aligns. It must be this. Line items. flex, or maybe it's stretch. Let's see how this looks. Yes, that's it. Stretch. There it is, guys. We did it. You need to use box sizing border dash box to stop that. Okay, let me try that. I have a star setting over here. Box sizing border box. Okay, so now if I turn off the stretch, does that fix it? Oops. Oh yeah, it does fix it. Nice. Alright. Okay, so now I just have to find some icons and stick them in there. For Windows, Mac, and Linux. We'll be all set. Although I kind of do like the clean look without the images. But it is better to have the images probably. Oh, this is so clean though. Oh god. Okay. Alright guys, I rambled enough tonight. Thank you for all your help with the CSS. I'm very excited about CSS in general today. We'll be doing some more painting tomorrow, of course. So, okay, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.